You little baby Tommy, you should be ashamed! I'm gonna kill you!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I don't want to hear about it! Go take your filthiness somewhere else! I hate him, I hate him!
That is definitely one new way to open up a level. Hello everyone! And welcome back to Rayman 3 HD. What the flying hell is that? On the Xbox 360, I am One Wild Sheep yet again, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are entering the obligatory swamp level of the game, because as you can tell, well, in the previous part, something happened on our bridge on the way to the land of the living dead, you know folks, so we basically have a small side distraction. But to start things off, we now have a new power-up to deal with. This here is the Choppy Chopper power. What this power-up basically enables us to do is allow us to fly for a very, 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 very small amount of time. But this is very useful, and we will be making use of this power-up throughout the very large portion of the game. It is really necessary and mandatory in order to move on. And one little nitpick I have about this power, well, it's not so much a nitpick, it's more of an annoyance. Well, a nitpick, I guess, is an annoyance. Is that whenever you use or pick up the Choppy Chopper power-up, there is always lag. There is always a frame rate drop every single time without fail. And later down the line in the game, it's gonna drive me bloody mad because I don't know why. It's just like the game freaks out the moment I grab that power-up. It's like, no, we can't allow him to fly. What madness is this? So it's kind of annoying, to be perfectly honest. But to start things off, we do want to move over to this side of the swamp. This isn't the way we're meant to go, but if we do go across here, there is a teensy cage and a couple of items that we can grab. You know, and it's always good to raise our score as high as possible, because otherwise, how would we get the 100% ranking on each level? Simply put, we want, you know, we need to get all these gems, we need to get all of the collectibles. And even though I'm not really showing off the mini-games the collectibles unlock, you know, I'm playing a game of Rayman 3, a game based mainly around collecting as many points as possible, so I figured I'm gonna show off the collection of the points as much as I physically can, you know. I'm gonna show off what this game is gonna be like for the majority of people. But anyway, it's time for a mini boss fight. Now this person by here is, I don't know who she is, some sort of witch person. And what we effectively need to do is chase her around this giant cauldron while punching her. Whenever she's in frog form. Whenever she's in human form, she will jump up and she will try to splash this goo on you. This goo will transform you into a frog, so you don't want to be caught by that. And whenever you get the opportunity, punch the cauldron itself to send the goo onto her, and she'll be transformed into a frog. You know, it works like that. You basically need to hit it into her before she hits it into you. Now, whenever you do get turned into a frog, or if you get turned into a frog, I should better say, be sure to press the jump button whenever you're moving to get a little bit extra speed. Otherwise, well, she's gonna pitchfork you right up the buttocks. And much like being nibbled on the buttocks, no one likes being pitchforked up the buttocks, you know? Well, maybe someone out there likes being pitchforked up the buttocks, but I certainly don't, I tell you that much. Not that that's ever happened to me. Shut up, stop judging me! But this is a really easy boss fight. You just rinse and repeat the same tactic. Doesn't really get any difficult. My words are amazing, aren't they? It doesn't get any more difficult as time goes on. It's just a matter of running to the left, now running to the right. In fact, it's quite a lot like a Mega Man X3 boss fight, if I do say so myself. But she's done and dusted, as we would expect, because we just destroyed her. No one will face the wrath of Rayman and survive. Now, one thing I find really annoying about this upcoming room by here, and you're going to actually see me do a quick edit in a few seconds, is there's one of those bug things that give you loads of points in this room. But dear God, are they annoying, because I just can't find it in this room. I don't know where it is. I just hear a ee noise in the background, which signifies, oh, there's a thingy in this room. But I just can't find it. I've looked everywhere. It's drove me mad. To this day, I don't know where the hell this thing is meant to be. So I'm just gonna say the Xbox 360 version must have glitched or something, because this isn't the most stable port in the world. But yeah, after about a good half hour of waiting, I decided, screw it, I'm done with this. I'm moving on to the next level. Because, yeah, I'm not exaggerating. I was there for about 30-40 minutes trying to find the thing. I gave up. It's just ridiculous. But I digress. Anyways, time to move on to the rest of the swamp level. And honestly, for a swamp level, I do quite enjoy this place. It's, well, it's as ugly as every other swamp level is. And why is that wanted sign upside down? That is not meant to be like that. That's weird. But yeah, it's a pretty good swamp level. I do enjoy this one for what it's worth. And it also has those old piranha fish from like Rayman 2. And, you know, I like callbacks like that. I always like it when the games have callbacks to like previous games and series and stuff. Maybe it's just me, but I've always enjoyed that. But anyway, we do need to kill those enemies that were playing poker over there. And I kind of feel sorry for them because they're just having a nice fun game of poker. And then Rayman all of a sudden comes around and suddenly, hey, I'm Rayman! Whoa! Don't ask why I did a slightly modified Sonic voice for him. I'm not really good at Rayman impressions, what can I say? In fact, I don't really know how to do his voice properly. Like, his voice is really weird in that it's like a traditional hero type voice, you know, like, we gotta go and save the man or woman or person. But, I don't know, it's a hard voice to imitate. That's what I'm mainly getting at by here. But anyway, these are new stilt enemies. In order to deal with these, we need to use the whirly whirl power that, well, we currently have equipped to spin them off their stilts, and of course if they're over the top of the swamp water it will hurt them. So yeah, we do need to make use of our whirly whirl power right next to the swingy swing power right here. And yes, I am going to be calling these things these names all the way throughout this playthrough, ladies and gentlemen, for one reason: it is fun, and I don't actually know the official name of these powers. So if anyone wants to contest me, well, you can do so in the comments. I'm just gonna ignore you because, to me, this is a swingy swing power. You know, folks, it's what I've always called it, and it's what I will always call it. But anyway, before we move on, hop down here for a teensy cage. That's surprisingly easy to miss, to be perfectly honest. Every time I go through this, well, not every time, but once or twice when I've gone through the stage, I sort of go into autopilot mode when I play certain games, and I just end up running straight past this. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, when sometimes you play a game so much, and then because you play a game so much, your brain just stops thinking, and you just reflexively play a game, but it causes you to miss out on the easy, simple things. It's happened to me more than enough times on Sonic 3, because I played Sonic 3 before, and I just ran straight past certain items. I'm like, no, I needed that! I needed the Chaos Emerald! No! We also got a new enemy type by here anyway, ladies and gentlemen, and these things are, I don't know, they make me think of clay things, like in the start of that old BBC no, actually, was it BBC or was it CITV? Well, an old program called Art Attack that I used to used to watch way back when I was a wee lamb. But these new mooks by here, they look like they're made of clay. They throw rocks at you. Really not a threat at all. You just run into them, punch them once, they go down without any fight. In fact, if you die to one of these, how? I want a legitimate reason how you died to one of these, because I don't know how it's possible. And also be careful by you, because that one guy, I don't like him. Because he can easily sneak up on you when he's expected, and of course he's guarding a teensy cage. I don't know what he just said. I like hearing what the teensy say, because they usually have a really witty thing to say, but sometimes it just escapes me what they say every now and then, you know, folks? But I digress. Let's just move on. Now, we won't be spending too long in this swamp marsh level, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, to spoil the surprise to you guys, because this stage is mainly a side distraction, you know, it's like a mini world, if you will. We'll only be in here for this part and part 6. So, if you guys don't like the swamp area, do not fret. We will not be here for very long, you know, folks. Also, I didn't actually explain how the choppy chopper power works. Basically, you just do your helicoptery hair thing, and you'll just fly upwards. It's as simple as that, you know, ladies and gentlemen. You can't complain. You can't complain. Well, that's a lie. You can complain, but most people wouldn't complain. But I digress. Anyway, moving all the way over here to get another Woolly Willpower, which is all fine and dandy. And watch out for these piranha plants. Piranha plants? Piranha fish. Fucking piranha plants. Jesus Christ. I got Mario Brothers on the brain. And I don't know why. It's been probably months since I played Mario last. But there's one unique thing you need to make note of. Well, not make note of. There's one thing you will find about the Whirly Willpower, which is an ability that I actually haven't brought up yet, at least to my recollection. I'm not sure if I brought it up because it's been months since I last did the last session of this playthrough. Whenever you throw the Whirly Will Punch at an enemy, they will be minimized. They will do a less attack power and they will be harder to hit. Now, you need to be careful with this, because there is a way, if you use this ability on certain moves later down the line, that you can basically make the game impossible to complete. So, don't worry folks, I will point out the area where that issue comes into play, but trust me, it's a little something to make a note of, you know? But with the exception of that one area, using the Whirly Willpower is very useful just because it makes enemies weaker. And weaker enemies are better enemies, in my professional opinion. I've never been one for challenging games, you know, folks. I like a good, relaxing time. I know loads of people out there really love their hard games, and that's probably why stuff like Dark Souls exist, but, nah, they're not for me. Like, sometimes I like a good challenge, but as long as a game is completable by my own hands, I'm happy and dandy. Anyway, this is a nice little secret area we can access if we use this boat by here. As long as we're on the boat will move and will lead us towards all these gems and collectibles to gain us lots of points. Very easy area to miss out on, ladies and gentlemen, because you won't expect, oh, this boat actually floats when I land on it. You just think it's just sort of scenery in the background, which it wouldn't surprise me if you think that, because a lot of games, they just sort of chuck stuff in the background to make it go, oh, cool, pretty. Extra footage, extra content, whoop-de-doo. But I digress. One little thing I want to talk about as well by here, it's we can't hear too much of it, but there's actually a neat little soundtrack thing. It's really calm. Look, it's like a xylophone music in the background, and it sounds really relaxing. I kind of dig it. I didn't even notice it until this particular session. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this part, so thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people. And when we return next time, we'll be returning in part 6 as we finish off the swamp level and move on to the land of the living dead. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish. I'll catch you all then. Bye!